Hello, hello, everyone. Some are still connecting. Lots of people that I don't know. Hello, my name is Bianca. Hey, Mark, I do know you. Welcome. So this is a little collaboration session with Manisha, who is a personality coach. So yeah, Mark is on our LLMP student. The
Skills
our program.
Yeah,
Let's call it that. Let's not make it more complicated than it is. And then I see some students from Manisha's coaching program. So welcome as well. If you are able to turn on your camera, that would be fun. If not, no problem. And then I think we wait maybe 2 more minutes for people to jump on. So maybe for the rest, our program is a digital marketing program, basically, where we teach our students digital marketing skills and then how to position themselves, how to land clients. And I approached Manisha to ask her to do a class for us because I think it's really fun that if you get to know yourself and like your own communication style and stuff, but also if you learn like more about the other personality types, you can kind of like use it with clients as well, and like what is the best way to go about like communication and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, Manisha, if you want to introduce yourself, and in the meantime, if more people will jump on, I will just let them in.
Thank you so much, Bianca, for such lovely words. And absolutely, I agree with you that knowing more about yourself, your own personality, and then knowing others' personality helps us build better relationships, better interpersonal skills. So, hello everyone, I am Manisha. I would like to take you all through a presentation, and through that we will get to know about various types of personality. You will know me as well, and if there will be any doubts, you can ask in the end of the session. And in between, also, if you want to ask, please type in the chat box. Bianca, please let me know where to stop, and then I can address if required in between. And write down the questions throughout. Maybe by the end of the presentation, you might get all your answers. If not, we can address them also. All right. So are we good to go? In the chat box, if you can type yes or why, so that we get to know if we all are ready. Thank you so much. Yes, I can see a few yes. Great. So I'll start with the presentation. I'll be sharing the screen. Bianca, let me know if...
Yes, should be good to go. Yes, I'm good.
All right, so this is what you can see, right? So
yes.
This is Pleasant Personality Academy is my academy. I'm the founder of this academy. And let's know today about why we are here today in this session. It's about personal branding. If you will know yourself, then only you can build a brand out of yourself. If you agree, just type A. And this is how we make the brand. We have to first know ourselves, and then you also have to see how others see you, how the others look at you. And in combination of knowledge of this, you come out as a personal brand. First thing is, that you have to have your self-image. You know what image you want to portray, what values do you possess, what you can't compromise on, what are those things on which you can adjust. And then you also adjust according to the need of others, right? And that is how you make your own personal brand. I have many written part as well. It's for those who are not getting familiar or comfortable with my way of communication, because there might be difference of countries and the accents. So you can refer to what is written. And I'm explaining similar things in different mode of communication. All right. So in brand identity, there is a lot much required, but important and major part is of personality, and hence today's session. Here, it's important for you to understand that what is the importance of personal branding, which I feel you all know because you all are probably into the procedure and the process of building your own brand, because freelancing means you as a person are yourself speaking for yourself. So you know all these benefits of it, right? So here are the steps. These are simplified steps. I'm not taking you to the complexities of it. It's just unique qualities and strengths you have to identify in yourself. I would also add, you must know your weaknesses as well, because if you will know your weaknesses, then either you will be able to improve them and add them to your strength, or you must know that you have to hide them. You must not be vulnerable, right? So it's important to know first. Then you have to set the goal, what you want to achieve, and then work in the direction. These things, you know that it helps you basically develop a consistent message and image. This is my image, this is my brand logo, so that people try to know you, identify and relate with you. For example, I'm a personality coach. If I were a freelance model, would this picture be suitable? No, because this picture does not look like of a model. So you have to be presenting yourself with the theme of your business or whatever job you want to perceive and pursue. All right. So this is just a little study, just to ice break and to take you through your own what do you call, you have to look at sometimes few reports, what the world and people know about you and perceive of you. So there is the demand for upskilled freelancers, okay? And what does a successful freelancer is made up of? Major is the hard skill. The field that you want to get into, you should have the knowledge of it. But what will take you to the success route is the soft skills. How many of you agree? Just type A. You agree that soft skills do matter. Just type A if you agree, so that we can make it interactive. Yes, thank you. So these are the skills that comes under the soft skills, and soft skills makes your personality. You must be wondering, why are we talking about this? Now you know why. Because everything combined makes your personality. Even this decision turns out to be part of your personality. How many freelancers have become freelancers out of necessity, and how many have become by choice? The data and the study says maximum freelancers are by choice. How many of you are by choice? Type a C. And if it's out of necessity, type N. Let's see how many of us. They are maximum C's. Great. Then you are going to enjoy this session even more. Happy to see that. All right. So how does the freelancer find their work? Mostly online. Most of them are online, and maximum is social media. Do you agree? After COVID-19, it is majorly social media. Hence, it is important to either have a great presence on social media or no presence at all. So you should build your social media image as well. So what you are as a person, you have to build that first, and then only you can work on what you want to portray to the world, right? Let's jump directly onto what we are here gathered for today. We are here to understand the various types of personalities and how those personalities or knowing about different types of personality is going to be of help to you. So without wasting much time, I'm going to take you through a few of the ways through which there are few tests through which you get to calculate or know the various kind of personalities. Okay, so these are few top ones like disc test, then team dynamics. There are many others. I am going to take you very shortly through these two first. This is the disc one, this one, and this is understanding the four personality types, that is type A, B, C, and D. You will find there is a commonality here, and that is why I chose these two to be introduced together at first. See, in the disc, it said that based on dominance, then based on influence, and based on conscientiousness, and based on steadiness, people's personality is judged. Okay, which is more prominent in you, and that makes your dominating part. For example, if you have maximum part of this kind, it's calculated through the questionnaires. Okay, you must be wondering how one knows that. There are different set of questionnaires that you attempt and you get to know your personality type. Okay, so here the director, type A, and the director, and here the dominance, they both have similar traits. Like they are goal oriented. Don't go on the names, they might sound stereotypical and you might be judgmental. Don't go with the names of it, just read the description. And they are very result oriented, they are competitive, they are good under stress. So these are the qualities only, right? Everyone is not good at it. So being dominating or being the director is not bad. Nothing is bad, basically. You must know this first. However, which you are able to relate to better. So that will make your life easier. How? That we will get to know in the further discussions. The socializer and the influencer. See, these matches quite a lot. They are relationship oriented, they're outgoing, enthusiastic, they are here it is, they are persuasive, optimistic, and extrovert. And here the thinker and this one matches. They are detail oriented, logical, they are prepared. Similar things are here. And type D are the supporters. They are task oriented, stabilizing, and cautious. Similarly, here the steadiness. However, we are not going to get deeper into these ones. I have two different ones for you. And those are, one is big 5 personality traits and MBTI, that is Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. These are well recognized, well known like others, however, quite complicated to understand. And I chose these one for you because these are going to help you in your journey of freelancing or in the journey of self-growth as well. Because if you will get to know Exactly. And if you understand these two, then I feel you will be a happier person and you will be more knowledgeable and confident person. You will know what you are doing. You will get the tool of magical tool, I may say. So if you are ready and interested, type I so that I know everyone is together on the same page. Type I for interested and I take it as a go ahead. Thank you, Ashba. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, everyone. So look at this. Quickly, in one glance, I have also written something in Hindi for the Indian audience to be able to relate to it better. Before that, pay attention to this picture and you will understand what makes your personality in a very simple way. We all have brains, we all think, right? So we all have thoughts. I'll request a maximum of people to switch on the camera if they can. And if we look at this picture, everyone thinks, right? Your thoughts can be bad, depressive, happy, positive, right? Then with that thought, there is a feeling which is associated. If you think good about someone, you feel happy, you feel good. And it comes in your behavior like that. That warmth is visible. If you are irritated in your brain already with occupied with negative thoughts, you don't feel good. Everything around you that is happening good also, you don't feel happy with. If someone will give you flowers, you might throw it. But the person who gave you flower, it was not his mistake. It was in your brain. So your behavior decides your personality for that person is not good. The person who knows because of his behavior you are upset, he might still adjust with that personality. But the person who was trying to do good for you might not. Hence, we have to work on our personalities and we have to be cautious and conscious people. Okay? So let's understand this first. Is this class interesting till now? If interesting, please write I. Great. All right, thank you. So it's very important, very easy to remember these 5 traits. Let's read this. The big 5 personality traits are also known as ocean. Easy to remember. O for openness, C for conscientiousness, then E for extraversion. And we look at the pictures also here so that we are able to relate. Okay. Then agreeableness, agreeableness is this, agreeable. Okay. Agreeableness, then neuroticism is this one. So look and read what is written down, which is when there is low, when this quality is low in your personality, then these traits are visible. When it's very high, then you tend to be shameful, you tend to be emotionally liable, you tend to be depressive. When extraversion is high in you, then you are very much attention seeker. Your excitement always is visible. And if it's low, then you are social withdrawal and detached cold person. Okay. And if your openness is high, then you are a magical thinker. Like you see, look at this picture, openness. You're ready to explore. You want to go on travels. You want to be happy. So that is how. And if it is low, then you are closed mind. So it's the extreme of it. You need not to be the extremist. There are people who are extreme in everything. However, if you go for the questionnaires and the test through which 5 big personality traits are identified, you might be here somewhere here in the middle line. It's not just one side of it always. This is how the result comes. So this being the lowest, this being the medium, this being the highest. If you are highest of these, what are your traits? You can take a screenshot also in case you want to see it later. Okay. So we are not going to get into detail of the questions through which you will get to know this right now. However, we have the tests at PPA. If you want to appear, if you're interested, you can contact and we will provide you and you will get your results. We will talk in detail about MBTI. Okay. So this is the important one and which is going to, as I mentioned, that there will be one part which will be a magic wand for you. So this is the one. This picture you will get on the Google as well. Okay. This picture is available if you type MBTI or 16 types, 16 personality types, then this is visible on the Google. You can download from there. Okay. And I will be taking you all right. So this is the, you have to read this. And if you are able to relate to it, I'll be quiet for a while, just read this. All right, so next, why I wanted you to read that? Because these are the dichotomies on which you will be able to understand which category or which type you belong to. It's a self-report inventory. Do you know your MBTI? Do you know your personality type? There was a questionnaire that was sent. If you have attempted, then you might know. And if you have not attempted after this session, please go ahead and attempt it and you will know your type, your personality type. Okay? Because why you want to know? Because it is going to help you be healthier and happier. That was the purpose. This read this. The questionnaire was developed by Isabel Myers and her mother Catherine Briggs based on their work with Carl Jung's theory of personality type. I'm not taking you to it because it's related to psychology, but let's get to the MBTI questionnaire, how it works. See, these are the personality types. So this is what our focus is today for this session. Hence, please pay attention to these. So according to them, either you are extroverts or introverts. One of these. You are either sensors or you are intuitives. We will read it in detail in further coming slides. You are either thinkers or the feelers. You are the judges or the perceivers. Okay. You could be an extrovert. Please, very carefully, you have to understand this. Then it's interesting. If you are, suppose, let's say Bianca is an extrovert. Okay. But she is intuitive. Also, she is a thinker, but a perceiver. So she becomes ENTP. Do you find ENTP here? In this box? Yes, then she is ENTP. Okay. Okay, ENFJ. Who mentioned he is ENFJ. Okay, ENFJ. Bianca said she is ENFJ. All right, Bianca. So, see, I assumed, for example, it was just an example. She mentioned she is ENFJ. Let's find out what qualities she will have. She is extrovert. N means intuitive. Yes, we were right here. F means she is a feeler, means she thinks, like she uses her emotional and she uses her heart to take decisions majorly. And J, she is very organized and a prepared person. Yes, I can see that. So it's good. How does it feel, Bianca, to know about your personality type?
It's interesting because I think every time I did the test, I always get the same results, and I relate to most of it, except for the extrovert. I don't consider myself extrovert, but I guess I have my extrovert tendencies, so it's funny.
Yes. So extrovert, the way you said this, I'm so happy you mentioned it, Bianca, because in the coming slides, we have the answer for this. I have kept it very specifically because the thing you are sharing, I have heard quite a many times from the other students that I don't feel I am an extrovert because I feel very shy. I don't approach people. Then how come I am extrovert? So I have an answer for you. Stay tuned. All right. So let's know more about it now. See, this is very important. If you, for example, know your type from here, then do you think that being ENFJ is the superior thing and you won't respect ISTJ personality type? No, we need everyone, right? We need each kind of person in this world. Hence, MBTI is about priorities, not about abilities. Okay, which means it's not that you are, if you are certain type, you are able to perform something and the other type can't perform. It's not about ability, it's about your preference. You prefer to take rest, but you can dance, you have the ability to dance, but you prefer not to. So that's about the choice. You might not enjoy doing something, but you are capable of doing it. Okay, so don't misinterpret it with that. For example, it's mentioned here, feeling types can be intelligent, judging types aren't necessarily judgmental, and thinking types can have strong emotional intelligence, which means as Bianca is feeling types, it does not mean she don't have brain, she just uses her heart. No, she has the brains, but she tries to take decisions majorly based on her feelings. Okay, so this is, let's get into it. Take your pens and your notebooks ready. We will have just small sample questions. These are not the final results. Don't believe these. Just fun activity. So you have to note out of E and I which alphabet suits you. Extroverts, if E suits you, how will you will know? This is the questions that we are going to face. Don't read it now. We will come to this slide again. But before doing it, just know if you end up coming as E through these questions, what are your qualities? And if as I, then what is? So let's read it. Extrovert finds social activities energizing. They tend to enjoy socializing in groups and enjoy the excitement of parties. I hope you're able, few of you are able to relate. While they can enjoy some alone time too, much time in a calm environment can bore them. Okay? And for introverts find quiet time energizing. While they can enjoy socializing, spending time alone or one-on-one with someone special helps them recharge. They prefer quiet, peaceful environment. This is the answer, Bianca, I was talking about. Shyness isn't always an indicator of introversion or extroversion. There are shy extroverts and bubbly introverts. When in doubt, just think what energizes you. Do you enjoy being with the group or just alone time? That will answer you.
Yeah, so for me, I love being in groups, but
Yes.
I think I get my energy from being alone. Like I need that alone time to recharge. So I would say I'm more introverted though.
Yes, yes. So you have to attempt those questions in a way. Maybe there is some part which you are not able to explore yet. Maybe if you'll stop the experiment I'm suggesting you, the day or when if you don't feel that if there is a group of friends going and you are not part of it and you are okay with it, sitting alone, then you are not extrovert. But if that also hurts you or you want to be part of that, then hence your questionnaire is again saying that you are extrovert as well. Everyone loves me time. Everyone gets good feeling when they are alone and spend me time. But introverts are okay not touched, okay not being remembered. In fact, they feel, thank God I'm safe, I was not remembered. Extroverts feel bad about it. So just an experiment for you. All right. I hope by then you all have read the questions. These are 3 questions. If maximum A is answer, then you are extrovert. Maximum B, then introvert. Write your E's and I's in the chat as well. I can see many smiles. I'll read the question to make it easy. After attending a large social gathering, do you usually feel A, energized and ready for more interaction? B, drained and in need of alone time? Second question, when faced with a problem, do you prefer talk it out with others or reflect on it alone? Third, which word resonates with you more, outgoing or reserved? What do your friends call you? You're very outgoing or you're very reserved person? You don't open up. Okay. Don't type B, A, B. Maximum are B, then you are introvert. Maximum is A, then you are extrovert. Okay. So type E or I and note only E or I. Give yourself first alphabet of your type. Among these types, what is your first alphabet? It's E and A, I for few. All right. Let's get to the next one. These are the sensors and intuitive types. We will show you the questions ahead. However, yeah, test knows you better, Bianca. Congrats. All right. So sensors, if see, these are the questions that we will go through. But before that, know if it comes as sensors. People prefer concrete, detail, and facts. Their focus is on facts of the present. They are more likely to say, I won't believe it till I see it. They tend to distrust hunches or guesses when not rooted with logic, observation, or fact. They are also better at details. They are also very conscious of their own needs. And intuitive. Very simply, I am saying, the person who sees apple like this and buys it is someone who is believing on what they see. Apple looks good and I'm going to buy it. There is another person who feels, no, it just looks good, but I'm sure once you will cut it, it's rotten. It's all chemicalized. I'm not believing on the shine of the apple. I feel this is just the brand and the logo, but then it's not healthy one. So those people go with their intuition. There are few people you come, the sensor person will buy the apple, bring it home and cut it and it's rotten. And then the intuitive person, see, I told you, I had the intuition of it. So similarly, they have the intuitions of friendships also, connections also. They have some intuitions. They believe on intuition. No, my intuition is this work is going to get success. Someone is like, there is no plan. How will it succeed? We have to have plan, right? So now let's know about it. These are the questions I'm going to read for you. When learning something new, do you prefer A, step-by-step instructions, a broad overview of concepts? That is the B option. Then in decision making, do you rely more on past experiences and concrete facts, or potential future outcomes and abstract theories? Abstract theories means the imaginations. Then which word appeals you more, practical or imaginative? In the past, you must have had the experience of being called as you are a very practical person or you are intuitive person. Got your answers? Got your second alphabet type? Either you are S or N. Maximum A's means 2 A's or 3 A's leads to S. Mostly are intuitive, I feel. Okay. All right. Let's get to the next one. This is feeling and thinking. We have the questions for this as well. I'm going to read it for you. Feeling types try to look at problems from the perspective of everyone involved in an attempt to find the most balanced, harmonious, and solution, and conflict can be very stressful for them. Thinking types tend to look for most logical, consistent solutions, perhaps measuring it up against a set of rules or assumptions. Okay? Again, here is a disclaimer. Keep in mind that both type can be balanced and reasonable. Feeling types can understand the logic, and thinking types can factor other people's feelings also. Okay? So don't judge the person like this. If they are feeling types or thinking types, they are incapable of something. These are the questions. Let's know the third alphabet of your personality type. When making a difficult decision, do you prioritize a logical, A is logical analysis and objective facts, or the impact on people involved and personal values? Then second question, in a debate, are you more concerned with winning the argument with sound logic, or maintaining harmony and considering all perspectives? Third one, which word do you identify with more, objective or empathetic? Any doubts? Anyone having any doubt can ask, unmute and ask. I hope the questions are understandable. They are simple questions. Got your answers? Then why wait? Type. You are T, thinking types or feeling types? F. Oh, we have feeling type people more. All right, you have to answer not what one should be like. You have to answer what you think you are today and you can, what you want to be. Okay? All right. Thank you. Next one, and it's the final. We have got the 3 alphabets. So now you know which one is yours. Someone must be IST by now, ISF by now, ESF, EST, right? INF, ENF. Okay. Let's find the last alphabet. Okay. Judging or perceiving kind. People who are judging types, they tend to be decision oriented and organized. They like to find resolutions and are happy to explain why, the logics. They tend to be planners who make to-do list. They make to-do list, okay? And enjoy getting things done ahead of the deadlines. And the perceiving kinds are the types who are more hesitant to make decisions, preferring to leave things open and keep making observations. They are slow to make choices, especially when things seem to be important. They are very slow decision makers. Okay. Let's know which alphabet suits you more. The question one is, do you prefer A, have a detailed plan for your day, or you go with the flow and adapt as needed? Question number two, when working on a project, do you like to finish one task completely before moving to the next, or you juggle multiple tasks and switch between them? Juggling must be interesting. No harm in choosing that. It's multitasking. All right. The third one is, which word describes you better, structured or flexible? Write your J's or P's. All right. We have J's as well. We have P's as well. Great. Amazing. Great. So now you know you have all your 4 alphabets, right? Now you know which type you are. Okay. Quickly read about your type. Write your full types. Let's see what all types we have. Write your full 4 alphabets in the chat. ENFJ, great. Okay, so let's start from ENFJF. Okay, ENJF can't be possible. It must be FJ, right? All right, let's do one thing. Let's read about these, okay, right now, because these are not the correct answers, I would say. These are just the sample questions and just 3 of them. There are questionnaires, proper dedicated questionnaires in the test in which there are more than 30, 50 questions. Then you will get to know the exact type who you are, okay? However, assuming this as your type, assuming for right now, this moment, based on these questions, let's understand how do you feel and what to know further. For example, you get to know the real your type, how it will affect you. Let's understand that. Okay. So the first letter is either E or I. Okay. The second one must be S or N. Third must be T or F. Fourth must be J or P. Right? Write in the correct sequence so that you are able to relate once we read about the personality types. So the dominant function is the primary aspect of your personality. Means if you chose I and did not choose E, but you had ticked one answer that was the other option, okay? Which means these are also present in your personality in supportive roles. E is not totally missing from your personality. It's not the people who are sensing can't be intuitive. Sometimes your intuitions can be of help. It's not that you don't have heart if you just have head or brains. You have both, right? So, but that works as a supportive role. Dominating is these, like the dominating one that comes first in your personality trait. Okay. Let's know about. Okay. There's a separate chat going on with Tanya. All right. So this is ISTJ, the logisticians. What do we call them? The logistician. Is there anyone ISTJ here? I don't see ISTJ here. Oh, no problem. All right. So we will read very quickly. You want me to read all, or you would like to take the screenshots of it, how you want to go, so that we have more time for Q&A?
Yeah, maybe all is too much.
Yes.
There's 16, right?
Yes.
Maybe
So,
just the one that's people typed. If everyone
okay.
can type it in the chat.
ENFJ and ISFP. These are, I can see. So we will read ENFJ first. Okay. I is going first. So ISFP, if you see, tell me stop. Okay, ISFP, the artist kind. Okay, well, let's read about ISFP. These individuals are quiet, they are friendly, they are easygoing and sensitive. They have a strong need for personal space and time alone to recharge. Okay. They value deep connection and prefer to spend time with smaller groups of close friends and family. Type correct if it is correct for you, whosoever. They are highly considerate and accepting, avoiding confrontation and committed to their values and to people who are important to them. Great. There'll be good things about every personality type, okay? Because as we mentioned, every personality type is different in a way, but everyone is good. So we are looking for ENFJ. Okay.
Can you maybe share the slides as well so people catching the replay can
Yes,
just look it up?
I will share with you. So ENFJ, let's read about them. These people are responsible, warm, and loyal. They are highly attuned to the emotions of others and capable of forging friendships with essentially anybody. They have a desire to help others fulfill their potential, and they derive personal satisfaction from helping others. And that's what you are in the right job. Okay. They tend to make good leaders as they are highly capable of facilitating agreements among diverse groups of people. This is about them. Let's understand what are the benefits of knowing it. Now, as we all have kind of known our personality types, and we also know, similarly, we can know other people's personality type. What will be the benefit? It will be enhancing the self-awareness. And once you are self-aware, you can work upon yourself, right? You can understand others, and hence there'll be better interpersonal relationships and team dynamics. Why? Because once you know people, then you can work accordingly. You can fulfill their needs and they will fulfill yours. This will help you in stress management, because if you know yourself and know what triggers you, then you will find the ways to not get triggered. Learning preferences. You will know your learning styles. You will know how to help others. You will be able to create better teaching methods for your students whose personality types you already know. Then of course it will help you in your personal growth as freelancers. It's very important that you know your personalities, you know your clients and collaborators personalities, right? Because it is going to help you in enhancing collaboration. Let's take few examples quickly. An introverted client may prefer email communication over a call. And if you are, for example, an extrovert and you prefer to call the person, and the client is not happy, what's the point? So if you know that the person is not happy with the calls, you will write the emails as preferred, and it's a win-win situation. While an extrovert client might appreciate a brainstorming session, and if you don't like to interact, then you can place someone else who is comfortable at interacting instead of just going against his will. Don't you think it's of great help? Nod your heads. All right. Yes, thank you. I see the good smiles. Then second example, how it helps in building the stronger client relationships. For example, there is a thinker who appreciates data-driven proposals, okay? While a feeler prefers empathetic and relationship-focused interaction. So if with this kind of client, with the thinker kind of client, if you are not putting the facts and you're just saying, just trust on me, just trust on me, okay? The person will not trust on you. Instead, you will lose that client. If to that person you really show your plan, the presentation in a proper way, that person will come to you. But to the person who is actually a feeler, who wants more of the humane emotions, then what what will work is, if bad presentation is there but you say trust me, I will do it, he will trust you. And if there is a great presentation but he feels you are rude because you're not talking anything extra other than the presentation, he will feel that you are someone who just need work, just want to take money out of the person. You are not empathetic, not his type. He can't go ahead with your company. So do you understand? It's easier to understand the person and work accordingly, hence less stress. Then adapt your working style. If you know that the deadlines make you stress, then you should plan on working things beforehand. If you are someone who work better under pressure, then you better if you are the manager and you know the person under you is working better under pressure, then don't all the time ask the person that where is the work, where is the work. You know the person is going to deliver it the last day. Why to bother? Why to spoil the relations, right? So if you are a perceiver, working with a judger might require strict time management. If you are at the opposite position, then you have to be relaxed a bit. Okay. So it helps in the negotiation as well. Like personalities influence, negotiation tactics, understanding if someone is detail oriented, then of course you have to go with the details. If they are the big picture focused, means just if you have, they'll go with the intuition. So you need not to get into the details. Why to waste your pitch? You can go with the pitch accordingly. Then how to know? Okay, we know the benefits. How to apply? What is the application of it? So quickly in 5 minutes, we are going to know the application. You can apply it in very interesting way. Like in conversations, get to know the type. For example, right now, Bianca knew her type. And if I get to know, I will understand how to deliver and what to deliver, right? Similarly, it's of help. But if people don't know their personality type, like it's not as discussed as the in astrology, we talk about our sunshines and all that. It's not talked. So what are the ways? These are the ways. Ask personality based questions. Do you prefer detailed report or high level summaries? Go ahead with that. Then you observe the communication style. Do they respond better to short messages or detailed explanations? What makes them happy? Adjust your delivery. Use concise, clear emails for task-oriented personalities and more conversational tone for relationship-oriented ones. There are ways to it. Self-awareness, reflect on your personality traits and how they influence your work habits, communication, and problem-solving skills. This is important. Before knowing others, work on your personality traits first. Okay? Use your strengths and weaknesses to help make decisions. And I'll just take you through the next slides. These are the personality challenges for freelancers, and hence let's just address them first. Dealing with perfectionists can be challenging, right? So what and how to handle. They might delay approvals or demand revisions. So what you have to do, be clear about timelines and limit of revisions. In initial meetings only say, we will provide you 3 samples, choose between those. However perfectionist the person is, they will know it in advance. Later, if you will tell, we will not provide you more than 3, it will offend them. So deal it like that. Working with visionaries, big picture thinkers might overlook details. Help them with structured plans while staying flexible as well. Okay. Balancing introverts and extroverts. For introverted clients, offer clear written communication. For extroverts, schedule frequent check-ins. Meet them. Enjoy. Meet at coffee. Call them for coffee if they enjoy. Handling micromanagers can be difficult. Provide regular updates to ease their need for control. Before they ask, just send them the report. This is done, this is done, this is done. Update is given. They are happy with it. Okay, work is going on. Okay. Avoid misunderstandings. Many conflicts arise from mismatched expectations. Awareness for personality traits reduces misunderstandings and fosters trust. Hence, that should not be the case. We are going toward the end, and it's interesting for you all to know that MBTI is major tool used for stream selection for education and career guidance also. Like you will very much easily get to know that which career you should go for. Okay. So this is just a warning I would like to read for you. Don't use your type to justify irresponsible or unkind behavior. Being a perceiving type isn't an excuse for refusing to pull your weight in the group projects, nor is being thinking or introvert type an excuse to be rude to others. Do your best to be kind and respectful at all times. Thank you, everyone, for your kind patience.
Yay. Thank you so much. All right. Does anyone have any questions, guys? Feel free to jump out or write them in the chat. What did you guys think?
Yes, please feel free to ask.
The slide about like understanding how other people think, so you can sort of structure how you deliver your offers and things like that was really useful. But how would we know what their personality types are? Are we guessing?
Great. Thank you.
Oh, well, wait. Let me answer it. So I think actually, Tanya, we should create like a document, because we're not guessing, right? We should make a document with questions that we can ask them that are relevant to your services. So indeed, like the example that she gave about like, how would you like the reporting? Some people like it like really analytical and more just want the numbers, and others want it more like creatively and visually see it with like a Canva template. So yeah, it's basically we find out through the questions that we ask them. So actually I'm writing it down so we can create like some examples of what we can ask when I would probably ask these questions when we have like the onboarding call with them, right? So when we actually start working with them, that's when we want to dive deeper into this. So I'm writing it down.
So from like the discovery call part, we'd like sort of make some notes and then prompt that way.
Yeah, so I think maybe discovery call, yes, we can already integrate maybe some of those questions, but I think when they actually decided to start working with you, that's when you really want to dive in deeper, probably, those things. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else who wants to jump out?
Anyone wants to give any feedback or questions, most welcome.
I rated as like an extrovert. I I prefer email over phone calls. And I'm more hesitant like with video. And I was wondering how anybody that rated as an introvert manages with the online delivery.
Yes. So, I'm not understanding if there is a question in this. So
So I
you
was just
said you
wondering
are an
how anybody
introvert.
that,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm an extrovert, like rating, but I'm still quite shy with some of the how I approach things. And so I was wondering, like, for anybody that rated themselves as an introvert, how they manage to get online and amp themselves to be online.
Yeah, you
For
mean like,
you mean as a freelancer, there is a requirement of online presence, and they are an
Yes.
introvert. How do they go ahead with it? All right. Okay, so now we know that this is a kind of, we call it weakness for that person. Being introvert is not a weakness, but being ambivert is the strength. Like when needed, you can choose to be introvert. When required, you can be extrovert. Is a skill. Hence they have to work on this direction, and hence there are coaches, hence there are personality coaches who develops this kind of behavior and the skill in them through some activities, through some sessions, through for example, an introvert is shy to come in front of camera, only thinking people will watch him later and judge. But seeing yourself in the camera and not publishing a video, you are not judging yourself. Be your judge first. Till the time you get the confidence of looking at yourself with the eyes of appreciation, keep doing it, repeat, and then start going for those videos which are published. And the activities like this is just an example. Standing in front of the mirror, talking to yourself, preparing the pitch beforehand, and then publishing it to the public. There'll be few judgments initially. Later, the person will gain the confidence of it. I hope I answered.
and I think the beauty of freelancing is also that we can set like our own expectations when working with someone, right? So if you prefer email over having like regular meetings, you just tell your client like, hey, you know, every week I'm gonna send you a little update over email, and then maybe once a month or like every 2 months we do a meeting. Of course, that's something you also have to discuss with them and see what they prefer. But I mean, if it's a client who also prefers email, like you can stick to that.
Yes.
So, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Awesome. Do we have any other questions before we wrap it up? Maybe drop it in the chat what you thought about the sessions. I thought it was really interesting. And I also think it's funny, like I said before, like every time I do one of the personality tests, I always get the same thing. So, yeah.
But I hope you all enjoyed the session.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All
Mark,
right.
would you like to say something? Because Mark was very much like this while reading the questions. So I'm sure he has to say something.
Yes.
You're referring to me or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just, it was interesting. I was just wondering, but the question was already asked, how you imply it practical. And I think, again, of course, you cannot ask a client, can you
No.
can you take a survey for me? So you have to
Big
find
part
a
of your
way.
onboarding process.
Yes.
So, but I think the suggestion from Bianca is very good to wave or interwave questions that are not directly to the person, but can give information about the personality.
Yes, yes. And there are also, I would like to add here that sometimes you learn after a few mistakes, and that's okay.
Mm.
You might go wrong in your assumptions and later realize, oh, it was my perception which was wrong. That is okay. And that is how, and that is why it's said that experiences teaches us more than theory.
Yeah.
And it also
I
takes
think
a
of-
bit of time. Oh, sorry. Takes a bit of time to get to know your client, right?
Exactly.
It's like I said in the comments, like I definitely have like experience dealing with someone who's very micromanagement and very detail oriented, while I am like the opposite. I'm not really focused on the details. I'm more focused on getting stuff done. So yeah, sometimes it just takes a couple of weeks or even months to kind of get that good thing going with your clients where you both understand what you need from each other, right? So.
Yes. So Bianca, I would like to just address some chat messages who are very like they're good messages. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bianca, for allowing everyone in this meet. So Ritika, then Priyanka, then Ashiba, you all have written such good things. Thank you so much. Means a lot. All answered. Okay. Thank you. I don't want any question in the chat box not to be answered, but I hope all are answered. Thank you. Thank you, Bianca. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting. I would like to take a little screenshot selfie of us. So if everyone
Yes.
can turn on their cameras, that would be awesome. I will wait a few seconds.
Everyone, if you can turn on the camera for a while, if you're still here.
Okay, then I'm just gonna, oh, yeah, wait. Already, ready?
If
Strike a pose. Nice.
if that's okay, I would like Ritika to talk. She is my newest student, and let's just hear from her. You will also get to know a student from India.
Definitely. Go for it.
Ritika, unmute. Share what you learned.
Hello, mom. How are you?
You're looking pretty. You can talk.
Thank you. You also looking pretty. I'm hesitating while speaking in front of foreigners.
Don't hesitate. This is your platform to speak.
Yes. So I don't know what should I
What did you learn from
Maybe
today's
you-
session? Just one line.
in today's session. I learned about the personality as I already given the you already given the task to me and I completed, and as I already know about my personality
Hi,
that
yeah.
I'm an introvert, and so also I'm a sensitive person. I don't have control on my emotions. So today I learned it better.
Okay.
So
All right. Applause for you. Thank you for speaking.
No worries. For me as well, I'm very almost like very in my feelings a lot of the time. Sometimes in I don't know, in my work it's sometimes a little bit tough, I guess. Because you like sometimes you need to be more how do you say it? I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I think that side of my personality is a little bit something I struggle with sometimes. But yeah, Mark, thank you for
Hi,
joining.
Mark. Thanks. Yes.
And I
So
think when
anyone
it comes
else
to
wants-
public,
Sorry.
when it comes to like public speaking, for me,
Mhm.
when I first started working for the coaching program, I was not used to it at all, to like be on camera and be the one hosting, right? So for me in the beginning, that was so scary. Like every call I did, I was so nervous. And now I just turn it on like 2 minutes before. I'm like, yeah, you know. So
Yeah.
everything takes practice, right? Also,
Yes.
like if you, it goes for public speaking, or if you want to do, in our case, we do like video strategies, like video pitches to our clients. It's always a little bit scary and awkward in the beginning, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes, really.
Yes.
So
Yes.
just wanted to
Very
share
well portrayed.
that. All right. Thank you all so much for joining. Manisha, thank you for hosting.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
really
Means a lot.
nice. And I wish everyone a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. See you. Bye-bye.